KT Fun Tweets from the Ben and Skin Show at 105.3 The Fan. And hello, and welcome to this episode of the Drunk Sports Podcast. I am IndyCar Tim, along with my favorite partner in the whole world,
Big Red,
My
baby.
God, that's impressive.
Yeah,
Oh, that was the wrong button. Which one is it?
Big Red.
There it is.
That's the one.
Big Red, Mr. Big Red. Hello, drunk dudes and dolls and drunk sports podtards. I am IndyCar Tim. We're live from Studio 69 at Casa Not So Grande. We're on Facebook Live. We're on Twitter / Periscope. We're on YouTube. And we welcome everyone who is a part of this one tonight. If you would like to reach us on Facebook Live, you can just tune in. You can message us. We're both monitoring very intently our Facebook Live tweets. Our Facebook Live feeds. I can see that Lance just joined. So Lance is joining us right now on Facebook Live. I would like to say hello to Lance. We would like to say hello to Mr. Max Adams, who is live in studio with us tonight. What up, Max?
What up, Maxie?
We would also like to say hello to Miller Lite, who we are drinking heavily and who is kind of a sponsor right now.
Whether they know it or not.
They're not giving us money, but they're still a sponsor. So, yes. If you want to talk to us on Twitter, I am at IndyCar Tim. He is at Drunk Big Red. The sports podcast show Twitter feed is at Drunk Sports DFW. Please contact us. Let us know what you like. Let us know what you hate. Let us know what you want to talk about next week. Fernando, yes, we see you, brother, and we know that there's an F1 race going on today in Canada. We will address that momentarily. This episode, as always, is brought to you by the Highlands Performance Golf Center in Carrollton, Texas, at 2538 Golden Bear Drive, Carrollton, Texas, 75006. They are at 972-733-4111. The website is golfcenteratthehighlands.com. And don't forget, we will be there next Saturday, right?
I could have not done that any better myself.
Right, June 15th. We will be there next Saturday, June 15th, for their demo days.
Yes, and you almost did that as quick as I did the last time.
I was trying, man. I'm trying to be
Technology
fluid
won.
here. Trying to be a professional broadcaster.
Well, professional is in the balls of the beholder.
So we will be at the Highland Performance Golf Center in Carrollton. We will be there. Their demo days, by the way, is next Saturday, June 15th. They will have manufacturers out there to let you swing the clubs, play the balls. Let's see. What are some golf manufacturers that would Ping, Callaway, Mizuno, Titleist. Whatever you think you want to swing that you're not sure and you want to try some new clubs, come on out to the Highland Performance Golf Center for demo days next Saturday.
That is from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Timmy and I will be out there, probably getting out there a little bit before noon. We'll probably start broadcasting around noon and run from noon to close to 2 until we run out of stuff to talk about. But by then, we may be pretty good and lubricated and be able to talk about
we're going to be so lubricated.
Anything. We may be able to have the show bet of show bets and do the mini golf.
Oh, we need a wireless
sir.
for that, though, to do the mini golf thing.
Well, no, we'll just have Max walk around with all the equipment.
Hey, Max, can you carry all of this for us, like with a long extension cord?
You need to back your laptop up because you're fixing to knock product off the front of the table.
Oh, am I?
Yeah. It's there. You go.
Is that better?
Just worried about that.
Look, it didn't move. I'm looking at the video feed right now. It didn't move.
Well, but watch here in a minute. It'll do
Jesus
it.
Christ. No, I already moved it. All right. We hope you're watching on Facebook. We hope you're watching on Twitter / Periscope. We hope you're watching on YouTube. Please join the broadcast. Please message us on Facebook Live. We will be happy to answer your communique. Is that a word, communique? Like that's plural for communications? Or should I just say communications?
Yep. Hello to Big John Gerber, my cousin Steve McLean, and my friend from Colorado, Miss Joy. Thanks for joining.
Can she get us some edibles?
She probably could send us
What
some.
up, his cousin?
That Joy is not my cousin. She's my friend.
What'd you say?
You're combining.
You said my cousin.
You're combining guests. I said my cousin Stephen was on, You're combining
What up,
shit.
Steven?
You've been drinking at the pool far too long today.
Yeah, so I have to give another shout out to my friends that I just met tonight. Sean and Amber, Matt and Shauna, and Clara, whose boyfriend, by the way, is in Montreal at the F1 race right now, so he wasn't at the couples party that we had. By the way,
You have a couple?
Couple Clara's
what?
boyfriend, I hate you with all of my being because you last minute got a trip to Montreal to go see the F1 race at Jules Villeneuve Circuit.
I don't want to know who won because it's recorded.
No, I don't know who. I'm not even. No, I recorded it too. I don't know. I don't know who won. I had pictures. I had video.
How bad are we as sports hosts that we don't know who won the F1 race today?
No, we're not bad at all because we don't want to know.
We're bad because we should have been watching.
This is a recorded podcast.
Instead, we were drinking our own beer.
So I got to hang out at the pool with some of my wife's friends. My wife said, "Hey, we have a pool thing to go to today." She told me a couple days ago, and I was like, "All right, I don't know these people. I don't want to know these people." And she said, "Well, we're going to a pool party." I was like, "So I have to get in the pool?" She said, "Yes." So I said,
"Did you wear like a wetsuit?
Should I start working out right now? Do I need to go get a tan right now?" She said, "No, it's too late. Just love it, embrace it. It is what it is."
Did you wear like a Mattis shirt or something to the pool?
I wore my Texas flag. I'm wearing them right now.
Your Texas flag shorts, okay? Those are
My
respectable.
Texas flag swimsuit.
You didn't wear the Mattis flag make killing great again T-shirt like the flag that I have in
I
the garage?
was specifically asked not to wear any
so
Trump.
There was no political jargon being exchanged at the party, right?
I was asked specifically by my wife not to wear any Trump paraphernalia, not to wear any General Mattis because I have a General Mattis shirt. I have all the Trump stuff. I was specifically asked not to indicate any political leanings.
We are not a political broadcast
at this party.
No.
I was like, so she didn't even ask me that until we're on the way in the car. So I had no choice. So we showed up.
Well, I mean, that shows her intelligence. I mean, she
knows me.
She wanted to set the hook to make sure that she would get you landed in the boat before she got you to the party.
I was so landed. No, there was good food there. Our buddy Matt, who rides a Triumph, by the way, shout out to Matt.
I also heard that your wife had somebody else's meat in her mouth.
So my wife had Matt's meat in her mouth. Dude, he made some mean ribs as a snack. By the way, we're in Texas.
I'm jealous.
You have ribs.
I'm jealous.
You have ribs as an appetizer in Texas before the main course, and we did. And Matt makes some badass ribs.
Congratulations, Matt.
Matt had some badass ribeye on the grill. Dude, it was... And I told him specifically, I'm like, dude, rare to medium rare. And he's cooking like, I don't know, 12 steaks at a time on the grill. It wasn't even his grill. It was my buddy Sean's grill. He's at a stranger's house on a strange grill, and he still managed to pull off the perfect
cooks or
medium rare
cooks or cooks
ribeye. And
doesn't
it was,
matter.
Dude, it was badass.
A good cook is a good cook.
So shout out to Matt.
My old boss from when I was 19 years old, Master Sergeant Hector Rosas, has joined us, and my low post from my senior year, Brad Dean, has joined us.
Dude, you have all sorts of friends coming out of the woodwork.
Look at that, Myron Cross. He's watching now. He's not. He's down the street.
No, he's not.
He's down the street.
He's not watching.
Myron, why the hell aren't you down here?
His Facebook is broken.
Probably.
He's not really watching. Or he would be here. Like, literally, he's 1,000 yards away.
We have way too many people going on the feed right now.
Hey, everybody on Facebook Live, we love you. Comment. Don't just join. Comment. We want to talk to you.
Say something stupid so I can repeat it.
So, hey, I had so much fun today. Lauren and I were over at Sean and Amber's house. And we had so much fun, dude. The ribs were awesome. The ribeyes were amazing. Matt cooked those for us.
Way to go, Matt.
Yeah,
Good job, baby.
And I sent you a picture. I said, Lance, Lauren has someone else's meat in her mouth.
And I was a little jealous.
Where are you going, Max? You're going to get a burger, as well you should. We have burgers here.
Yeah, for those that showed up for the pre-party.
For whoever wants to show up, we have burgers live and in person. But, man, dude, Matt cooks a mean freaking burger. We didn't even have his burgers. We had his ribeyes.
All right, carry on.
Yeah, carrying on. The absolutely counts. By the way, love you, Sean. Love you, Amber. Love you, Matt. Love you, Shauna. Love you, Clara.
Before we move on from the shout-outs.
Yep.
Quick shout-out to my cousin, Happy Baggett. Love you. I got your back. We're always with you. My cousin, Hap. I got a cousin named Happy. He was born, and whenever he was a kid, my Aunt Mickey and Uncle Howard, he was a happy kid, so they started calling him Happy as a baby.
All right,
and he is known as Hap.
That's kind of cool.
If that was his nickname from birth, and if I was given a nickname.
Absolutely.
If I was given a nickname as an adult, it wouldn't have been Big Red. It would have been Pissy, and I'd have been pissed the rest of my life. So, Hap, I love you, Bubba, and I got you. And if you ever need anything, you know where to call. So, with that being said,
well, I'm very glad that you are called Big Red and not Pissy, because this would be awkward if it was the IndyCar Tim and Pissy show.
That sounds like a cartoon from
Warner Brothers.
Yeah, well, I don't know about IndyCar and Pissy. I mean,
it is what it is. So yes, we love Lance's cousin. Man, huge shout out, from the show to him. So apologies and before we get to apologies and corrections, we have absolutely count. We discussed this last week. The absolutely count is our show drinking game. Based on the fact that Lance's crutch word is absolutely, and he says it lots of times. So what we do is when he says absolutely, and you're listening to the recorded version or live, if you're watching us, whatever, when he says absolutely, or I say absolutely,
don't crack a beer when you're driving.
Well, you should be watching Facebook when you're driving.
Well, you can still listen. I mean. We're just audio. We got audio only.
That's true. That's true. So when you're listening to the podcast or watching the Facebook Live simulcast, when you hear the word "absolutely" by me or Lance or Too Tall Jones,
absolutely.
I know it. I know Too Tall is a fan, as well as my little buddy down the street, Zach.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Myron's mini me is also watching. So mind your P's and Q's.
I can't do that. Sorry.
I'm sorry. We're out.
So if you hear the word absolutely anywhere on the broadcast, on the podcast, that is your time to take a shot, take a drink, take a sip of your wine, of your vodka, of your bourbon, of your whiskey, whatever it is that you have as your drink of choice. That's when you take a drink. And we will summarize it on the next episode. And if you did not listen to the last episode, and
you
we say,
owe us those.
Yeah,
you owe us those up front.
You owe those drinks, shots, whatever.
Yes.
So if you're listening now and you did not listen to the last episode, and I say our absolutely count was 14, do 14 shots right now.
Better
That's
get after
what it is.
Ken, I hope you're at home and not on your bike. So do it.
So Mr. Ken emailed into the show, and he said, based on our logo and our tablecloth, he said, "Why do y'all sit on opposite sides of the table from what your logo says?"
Well, I mean, it's just how it works out.
So Lance screenshotted that question, and he sent it to me in the form of a text communique. And I said, "So, Lance," I said, "You know what, Lance? That's a good question. Do you want to switch sides?" He said not necessarily.
No, well, I mean, no, we don't need to switch sides.
So, to answer your question, the reason we sit on opposite sides from the logo is because it's what we always have done, and we're not going to switch right now, right?
Because if we're looking at the logo, then I'm looking at myself, which is the much prettier picture.
Yes. So the logo is what it is. What's up, Adam? The logo is what it is. We're on whatever side we are on the logo. It's on the tablecloth. We don't really care. I'm comfortable on the right side. He's comfortable on the left side. For those of you who have been with us from the beginning, and yes, you have OCD. I get it. But for those of you who have been here from the beginning, if you'll remember, when we first started doing this in the garage, we actually sat at a square card table across from each other. So that would even mess with you even more if you saw that. And that was unstable. Connor likes the new ink.
Yes,
Let's talk
he does.
about Lance's new ink. Lance has new ink. This is Tattoo Talk on the Drunk Sports Podcast. Ben Rogers, because you said you wanted some tattoo talk, so now we have it. Lance has been working on a new tattoo.
Couple of weeks.
On the right arm, for those of you looking on the cam, it's to your left. To my left.
It is a beautiful rendition of a picture that my daughter drew and gave it to me gave me a gift, and we're putting it together, and I'm proud. I'm proud of it. Very proud.
Dude, it's badass. I'm looking at it. And Lance has a buddy that does it for him. Doesn't work out of a tattoo parlor. And yes, for those of you about to ask, I will get some ink. I don't have any now.
We're going to cover his ass.
You're going to cover my ass? Dude, not my ass. Like, really? Like, legit my ass?
Have you seen? Never mind. No.
I don't want any tattoos on my ass. I would rather have it where people can see it.
Miss Lauren may dig that shit, but, I mean, it's...
Miss Lauren doesn't care what I do.
Okay, what? Okay. Touchy subject. Let's move on.
So yes, Tattoo Talk. Lance is still filling that in, and when he's completely done with it, we will show it on camera. It's got a very special meaning for him and his daughter, and it's really, really cool, man. It's like I think it's the coolest thing that he's ever done. So we will talk about that when that occurs. So coming up on the show, we have apologies and corrections. We've got short sports shots. We like to call short shots.
Who needs
We're
a
going to
hug?
talk about some Rangers. I don't really have who needs a hug this week. Like, I kind of covered that.
Brother, I think maybe tonight you need a hug.
Well, we'll get to that because I do need a hug. We're going to talk about Rangers.
We're not going to go into it.
We're going to go NBA playoffs.
You know what? You need a hug.
Some St. Louis
You need a
Blues,
hug,
Boston
and
Bruins.
I'm here for you, and I love you. You're my boy. Always.
Yeah.
You will. Hey, right here.
We're going to talk about
I got you.
the quarterback in the NFL. I don't know who you think your most perfect quarterback in the NFL is. We're going to talk about the opposite of that.
We're going to screw
The
that
worst
up for
traits of a quarterback in
Yes.
the NFL. We're going to talk about that. We're going to get into the top current NFL players. We're going to power rank the top current NFL players by their jersey numbers. And that's really unstable. We're going to do that. So, Lance, apologies and corrections. We have some this week. If you were listening last week live from the Horny Toad Cafe and Bar.
Technology won.
Well, technology,
again.
like it always does,
But
won. We had
this
no
was-
Wi-Fi.
This was not our fault.
No,
but-
it was not our fault because we had no Wi-Fi.
But the good folks at the Horny Toad are going to get that fixed, and we will be back out there. And I can't wait to hang out with Mr. Tim and the good folks at the Horny Toad, because it was fun, man. We had a good time. It was a good show.
So pulling the curtain back a little bit, Lance and I are in this little corner. We're supposed to be outside, but weather was threatening. So they said, "Oh, well, you know, you guys are going to be inside over in that corner of the bar." So we get there, we look over in that corner of the bar where they're talking, dude, and it was like 3 feet by 5 feet, and we have a 6-foot table. And it was our first show with the
And
new
I'm a fat
tablecloth.
ass.
It was our first show with the new freaking T-shirts. We're both fat asses. So we kind of looked at each other and we're like, okay, it is what it is. So we're moving tables. We love our friends, by the way, at Horny Toad, Tim and our bartender, Wendy.
Wendy.
We actually ended up having a really good time. It was a really good broadcast. We hope you watched and listen. But when we first got there...
May have done that after the fact.
Yeah, when we first got there, it was very sketchy. It was very sketchy. So we ended up fitting in this little corner.
What do
we
do
moved
that's
some
not
tables.
sketchy?
No, we moved some tables around. We made it work. It was great. And we will be back there either inside or outside. They will get their Wi-Fi fixed. Our buddy Josh is helping them work on that.
Yes,
so
he
we
is.
cannot wait to get back there. So we have to apologize for last week because we know we didn't have our regular Facebook Live, YouTube, Periscope / Twitter, whatever. We didn't have the regular broadcast. So
my daughter's watching.
So I apologize.
Watch your tone, young man.
Who's watching?
My daughter is now on.
Caitlin?
Yes.
Hey.
Oh, and now my wife just joined.
Hey,
from
Caitlin.
inside. Chad Bird.
Hey, Caitlin.
What's up, baby?
What's up?
And Steve Champagne.
So, yes, we apologize for that. We also have to apologize that while we were, actually not we, I have to apologize that while we were live on remote in a public situation broadcasting live,
You said.
I kind of dropped an F-bomb.
Fuck.
I dropped an F-bomb. So, when we're, it's a podcast, we can do whatever we want. We can say whatever we want. There's no FAA restrictions. FAA? Is that what it is?
No, it's
Or
not the
FFA.
Federal Aviation Administration, you dumbass.
I apologize for that.
That is another new rule. Every time that I call Tim a dumbass, that is a shot.
FAA or FFA?
Dumbass.
What is it? What is it?
It's
Future Farmers of America.
Future Farmers of
it's
America.
not the Future Farmers of America either.
Do they
don't
regulate our
care.
broadcasts?
No.
What is it?
It's the SEC.
Oh, that. Oh, Jesus Christ. The FCC. So we are not under FCC regulations because we have a podcast. So
Holy Christ. Y'all
I
hang
dropped
on
an
because this is
F-bomb.
going to be dude crazy.
I dropped an F-bomb and I apologize.
I may have
It was
slid,
really funny.
I may have slid one in there. She just didn't catch it.
No, dude. No, you dropped the S. You dropped the S word.
Oh, I said
Twice.
shit? I
Yes.
said shit.
Twice.
What?
In
Shit?
public. You
That's-
said shit.
That's 3
We are at
times.
Studio 69 at Casa Nostra Grande
We
right
can
now.
say whatever the
can
hell
do
we
whatever the
want
hell we
to.
want.
Yes, sir.
When we are in public at a bar or at a golf facility, we cannot do that. So I apologize profusely for that
That
happening.
is not a word. That is another shot.
profusely?
Profusely is not a word.
Profusely, that's a word,
No.
right? Max is going to look it up.
Google
Correct
that
right
shit.
here. Max, Google profusely. I also have to apologize because
If
I
it's
thought
wrong,
the
then
Packers'
I'll
new
do
head
wrong.
coach was David LaFleur, who, of course, is the ex-Cowboys tight end great, and not Matt LaFleur.
So much.
It's
bad
not a
shit
word?
happened.
Profusely.
Yeah.
Oh, profusely
Yeah,
is the
there.
word, but not profusely. God
Done.
damn it.
Another shot.
All right, I'm going to have a beer after profusely. All right. My bad. Vamp while I take a shot.
I got it. I got this. So, with that being said, we want to thank everybody that's joined us. My wife is texting me, "What's this? OCD. I got OCD." And Steve Champagne, well, dude, when's the next golf tournament we're playing in? Caitlin, I hope you enjoyed the ink that I have, and
Caitlin?
I wish you were here.
Run now, run far.
Man, you are not friendly tonight.
No, I'm a little pissed off right
You've got
now.
a little.
I'm a little aggressive right now.
Little edge.
Yeah, we'll get into that later,
No,
maybe.
we will not get into that. Just take a
Fuck
breath.
everybody.
Yeah. Whoa.
Why do you have more comments on your thing than I have on mine? What's happening right now?
Because people like me more.
No, what is happening? I don't have any of those. Oh, maybe I do. I can't read. Whatever.
Yeah, you
I don't
can't
have time. I don't have time for comments. I love you, Max. Your earrings are blinding me right now, though. I got to do this. So we also have to apologize for last week because I brought up Lance's sainted mother.
that is a rule that will never be broken without repercussion.
So we did that. If you listen to like the first, I don't know, 3 or 4 episodes of the show, Lance's sainted mother came up a couple of times in each episode, and he did not take to it too kindly.
No.
Rightfully so. Rightfully so. She's your mom.
It's not my mom, it's my mama. And
Your mommy.
yeah, I don't care. Yes, my mommy, my mama, and she is still mama to me, and
As well as she should be.
And dad, my father is still my daddy, and I don't give a damn what anybody says about it. You can say what you want, but mama and daddy are out of
Are
the
they off
question.
limits?
They are way off limits.
Why are they off limits?
Because they
We
are
love your parents.
They are sainted individuals to me. I mean, they're the people that brought me into this world, and
They can take you out.
they still can, because if Daddy was still alive, what Daddy would say is, "Boy, I brought you into this world. I can take you out.
And he would.
I would make another."
Biatch.
So
Wouldn't he take you out right now though? You think?
Daddy take
Right
me
now?
out right now? I think Daddy'd be pretty happy right now.
Would he?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Even though you're hanging out with the likes of me,
He would, dude.
he would make you question your life's decisions.
No, he would not. He would
Who
approve.
is this Tim shit you're hanging out with?
He would approve of this idiot.
Our daddies
But he
would have
would-
been buddies.
But yes, they would
I can
have.
tell you that
they
right
would
now.
have, and they would be calling each one.
Yep.
The other would be calling us idiots of
God,
a
and
different
they'd be
ilk.
right. They'd be right. Also, corrections, and this is on Lance.
Oh God.
We talked about I don't know how we got on the subject. Somehow we talked about the.
Was it on me? I made the correction on the air. It's
Oh, no,
not
but you
the
missed it.
Washington Nationals, you
No,
dumbass. We're
But you
talking about-
missed it. We were talking about the Harlem Globetrotters and the other team that they play. Actually, I brought up the other team.
and you
And I
called
said,
them.
"Are they the Washington Nationals?" And he said, "No, you idiot. That's a baseball team. They're called the Washington Naturals."
No, I did not.
You said
No,
Naturals.
somebody's going to have to go back and check the.
I will pull the tape and I will rewind it.
If you cannot produce the tape, then it's wrong.
I will produce it next week.
I called them the Generals.
Nope, you said the Washington Naturals. So he made up not just a basketball team, but also quite possibly a baseball team. So we apologize. Lance apologizes so much for that, because that was by far the greatest,
Lance is
most
not
grievous
apologizing
error.
Lance is not apologizing for shit he doesn't fucking recognize.
So who needs a hug this week? I'll tell you who needs a hug.
Timmy does.
I need a hug this week. It's all me.
I can give
It
you
is
one. Hey,
all
right
me,
here,
man.
right here. Bring it in.
Here, on Facebook Live. Here we go.
Bring it in.
Why do I need a hug? Because I'm an idiot. That's why.
Well, I'll tell you that every week. But
So does my wife.
Sometimes it just takes somebody else telling you you're an idiot and you realizing it for you to realize it yourself.
It's not fair.
Life is not fair.
I'm supposed to be in control of this podcast,
Nope. Sometimes
but
you're
it
not.
doesn't work.
Sometimes you're not.
Yeah, so yeah. I
the
need
rest
a
of the time-
hug.
because the rest of the time it's me, whether you want to believe it or not.
Hey, everyone send me a virtual hug on Facebook. By the way, we actually have at the direction of our social media director, we have made personality pages. You can find Lance's personality page on Facebook. What is it? At Drunk Big Red, right? Just like
At
the Twitter
Drunk Big
handle.
Red. Just
At
like-
Drunk Big
yes,
Red.
Yes.
My personality page, and dude, I tried to find so many handles for this, and none of them worked, so I had to settle with at Drunk Sports IndyCar Tim.
You think I wanted to have at drunk at the beginning of my handle?
Yes, I think you did.
No, I just wanted Big Red. I mean, not everybody.
But that was already taken,
Not
right?
everybody knows the drunk Lance. I mean, so
But that's what you are.
I know, but it's not. That's not the. Never mind. Go ahead.
So we hope you can follow our
That's defeated.
personality
That's
pages
my
on
defeated
Facebook.
voice.
Please go follow them. Lance has more likes than I do, and I don't like that. So everybody go like at Drunk Sports IndyCar Tim. Go find that page on Facebook and please like it and share it so that I have more likes than at Drunk Sports. What is it? Drunk Big Red?
Drunk Big Red, because right now I am
kicking my ass.
I am out running your ass.
Well, you also started before me.
I started a couple of hours before you.
Couple hours, yeah, that's true.
Meaningless.
Sports
jackass.
shots, short shorts.
Short shorts.
For those of you who don't
Khaki
listen
shorts?
regularly, these are things that I wanted to mention, but I don't want to do a full segment about. But ironically, we end up doing a full segment about anyway.
It turns into
Every episode.
Welcome to the shit show.
So we start with the Rangers, as we often do. They are 34-30. They are 9.5 games behind the Houston Disastros. We always compare that to last week. So last Sunday, when we did the show, they were 27-25, 8.5 games behind Houston. So they have gained 0 ground, but they're 2 more games over 500.
Dude, so they have not gained any ground, but they haven't lost any ground. I mean, so
They're not going anywhere.
no, they're not. But it's winning for this team.
Are they winning?
It's winning for this team. Did you really expect them to do shit this year?
World Series or bust.
Oh, fuck off! Really?
World Series or bust.
Come on. If the
No, every year it's World Series or bust.
If the owners don't believe in them, why should I?
Why do you think the owners don't believe in them?
Because they don't
They haven't
put
sold
it up.
anybody.
They haven't put any
They
money.
just traded for a
they haven't put
catcher.
any- They haven't put any
Jeff
money.
Mathis sucks.
They haven't put any money in the damn salary, and so why? I mean,
Would you? With this team, would you put money into the salary? If you own the team.
if I own the team, I would find the guys to make us better.
Or would you find a new general manager who knows what the fuck he's doing?
The general manager we have knows what he's doing. We're not going to go into another. I'm not going to let you go into another rant like you did at Firehouse 52,
that
our
was
favorite
so bad.
place.
Dude, that was so bad.
Yeah, it was bad.
It got
and
us fired.
It did
So quick.
It did, but I just know that JD is
Absolutely.
he's a good GM, and
Is he?
I believe he is.
Based
I mean,
on what?
Do I agree with everything that he does? I do like their first round draft choice this year,
I do too.
Mr. Young.
I do too.
Spelled
And he will.
Jung.
Yeah, like that's unstable, but whatever.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's close to being wheels
if
off.
he is not our third baseman in 2 years, that is a failed draft pick. He is not a high school player. He is a full-blown college player. He is major league. He should be major league ready as the first round pick in 2 years. If he's not,
I watched
that
him-
pick was a failed pick.
I watched him get thrown out at second base in game 2, and it was questionable. But then he called for the review. But yeah, he lost. But
It is what it is.
It was a good ball game.
So major league, you know what? Major league teams have 41 picks, 41 or 42 picks every year in their draft. If 5 of those guys make the major leagues, they consider that a successful draft.
Well, their first round draft choice will make the major leagues, and we'll be fine.
If he is not there in 2 years as our starter, that is a failed pick.
Mr. Daniels, if he doesn't make it in 2 years, you can come here and I will defend you.
I
with
will not.
Everything that I have, you can sit right beside me and I will fight Tim over your head.
John Daniels does not know we exist.
That's okay. One day he will.
Oh, he will, because I'm going to call him. So, yes, the Rangers, they're over 500. They are in, if you want to call it that, they are in contention for the wild card spot.
I promise you this.
But here we are in
I
June.
promise you this. 64 games in, I would have never guessed at the start of the year, going into spring training when I was supposed to go see my buddy Arnie in Surprise, Arizona, that the Rangers would be
Wait, what? You were supposed to go see Arnie?
Yes.
When?
I have gone every year except for this year.
To Arizona?
Yes. For
To see that idiot?
Just because he calls you kitchen boy does
He's an
not
idiot. That's why.
mean
I love you,
can-
Arnie. Not really. I love you, Arnie, though.
Yeah,
I do. I love you. Not really. I know I love you, Arnie. Not really. But I love you, Arnie.
Now, all that bullshit's aside, I go see Arnie, and we go to spring training games, and Tim's taking a selfie. I don't understand. Right here. Take this quick. Okay, there you go. But yes, we have a blast. We throw some bags. We watch a lot of baseball, and we drink way too much beer. But yes, I would have not believed that the Rangers would have been above 500 this year because
Like it all?
no, ever in the year, no. They would
With
have
a
been
rookie manager.
To me, they would have been bottom dwellers, and I'm fully on board with our manager. But I am not going to. I would have not expected anything like what we've got. We have a change in the clubhouse, and guys are on board. And
We have a Joey Gallo that if he continues on his current pace, and we are 60 whatever games in,
if he can get healthy,
he is in contention for the AL MVP. And that is ridiculous.
after all the strikeouts,
Absolutely.
He is. Oh, that is so ridiculous that he's even in the talks of AL MVP. So Joey
What up,
Gallo has completely reformed his address at the plate, his
approach.
discipline,
Yep.
his approach.
Yep. Good
Sorry,
out.
I've had beer.
Nice out.
Joey Gallo is a completely different player than,
Buckle up,
than
kids. This
he's
is
been the
gonna be a
last
shit
4 or
show.
5 years. Right?
Yes. Yes. Yeah. I mean,
Is
whatever.
that? Do you think that is because of? Well, we have to assume
Woody?
that's because of Chris Woodward.
Yeah, Woody. Yeah, I mean, what Woody's brought in, and man, you know, I love Banny. Banny last year. Banny was
but
a
he
cool
lost the team.
dude.
He lost the team.
He lost the team, and yes, he did. And,
Good dude, very good dude.
and you cannot take that away from him. We will not discuss
Nope.
the character of the man. The character of the man was outstanding, but he happened to lose the team, and they brought in. We didn't bring in anybody.
yeah, we did. It was all us
We brought in Miller Lite, but
and Balcones.
in Balcones.
By the way, speaking of Balcones,
Yep, hit it. So
we love Chris Woodward.
yes, Woody, we are 100% at your side, brother, and everything that you've done is been magical so far, and we look forward to all the shit that you bring forward. So yeah, I'm a firm believer in Woody, and maybe the ownership gets on board and gets us the people that we need to make this baseball team get back to where we were, and all my people in St. Louis can kiss my ass.
By the way,
because we are coming back.
We also
swear.
had a jersey retirement this week.
We did. Yes. The great Adrian Beltre, number 29.
Dude, he was not my favorite, number 29.
My favorite number 29 was Jimmy Cox, and that was in high school.
He didn't play for the Rangers.
No, he didn't. He played for the early Longhorns.
Ew, Longhorns. I can't root for a Longhorn under any tag. So my favorite Ranger 29 was Rusty Greer, who, by the way, was not at the jersey retirement because you know why? He was with his son winning the high school national championship for college for Colleyville Heritage, and he did not make the Adrian Beltre jersey retirement the
What
other
did
night.
his son win the championship for?
I don't know, for Colleyville Heritage. That's what I just said.
What? I mean, that's not.
I just said
Colleyville Heritage is not a sport.
It's a high school.
It's a school.
What are you asking?
I'm asking you what he won the championship in.
Baseball.
Oh, baseball.
Was that not clear?
Baseball been very, very good to me.
Baseball. Have you seen my baseball? So, yes, the Rangers
Move on.
retired the great Adrian Beltre. Well over 3,000 hits, 477 home runs. And he is regarded in Major League Baseball as one of the greatest all-time third basemen. By the way, third base, the hot corner, not an easy position to play.
No, sir.
So I just watched this. I didn't watch the original broadcast from the Rangers. I watched the replay on Facebook this morning, actually, in the shower, if I should pull back the whole
I
curtain.
will kick your ass, Tim, if you ever make that statement again.
Wait, which one?
No, nothing. Just keep
In
going.
the shower?
No.
I was in the shower?
No. I said Ken, not Tim.
Oh, Ken?
Yeah.
I'm not
Go
watching.
ahead.
So, yes, Adrian Beltre, his number 29, retired by the Texas Rangers, and he joins Pudge, Nolan Ryan, Johnny Oates, and as far as I know, Jackie Robinson as the only retired numbers in the Texas Rangers organization. I will dispute that there should be another in the name of Michael Young, number 10.
It's happening. It's going to happen.
It should have happened by now.
It'll
I don't
happen.
know why it hasn't happened.
It'll happen.
Adrian's, and I mentioned at the onset here that he was not my favorite number 29, but dude, I sports cried watching that crap on Facebook.
But
Dude.
what-
I'm in the bathroom at home and I'm watching this. I got out of the shower. I've got it on.
I was afraid
and I
you were
put it down,
sitting on the throne.
and I
watching
put it down. I'm looking in the
That'd be
mirror. I'm
bad.
getting ready to groom the beard. And Lauren walks in and she's like, "Why are you crying?" It's like 9:30 in the morning. I was like, "It's a sports cry. Leave me alone." And I was, dude. I was heavy tears. All of the replays, Matt Hicks, Eric Nadell,
Nobody-
3,000th hit. They had Tommy Lasorda in the stadium.
Nobody had more fun on the diamond than Adrian Beltre.
Nope.
Nobody. That dude did not play and not have fun.
Dude, his smile was contagious, and the whole thing with him and Elvis. When Elvis was at short
Hey,
and he
Tammy.
was at third, good God, dude, that was just
The
fun
shit
to
that
watch,
went on between
man.
them, and the head touches. I mean,
Dude,
I can do you, and you don't freak out like he does. But I mean,
he did not like the head touch.
no, don't touch his head.
And him and Emily Jones had a special, unique relationship, and they discussed that because Emily was the MC kind of the whole
very
thing.
sports hot Emily Jones.
Emily's very sports hot. She needs to stop parting her hair in the middle, though.
I
'cause
don't
there's
care
a
what she
deep
does.
valley forming there.
Emily Jones is hot.
She can do whatever she wants. So, hey, we
Emily,
love
come sit with
Adrian.
us.
We
Hey,
love
we're-
the Texas Rangers.
We're good friends with Ben and Skin. You would love us just as well.
They are now 4 games after today over 500, but they are still 9.5 games behind the
I
hated
don't care, dude.
Houston
I am
Disastros.
telling you, they were in
No,
my
they're
book.
not
They were
supposed to be anywhere close.
No, they're not. Woody is doing it. Thank
Is it
you,
Woody? Is it Woody? You're going to give full credit to Woody.
Yes. Fuck yes, I'm gonna give it to Woody.
All right. Well, you can do that all you want. I'm not.
What are you gonna give it to? Who are you giving it to?
Adrian Beltre.
Adrian Beltre is retired. He has nothing to do with this shit. He has no damn job with the Rangers. You're stupid. Don't bring that shit to my show anymore.
Adrian Beltre is the reason why the Rangers are 4 games over 500 right now.
Maybe Adrian Beltre is the reason they're only 4 games over.
Oh. So breaking news on the Drunk Sports Podcast. Lance hates Adrian Beltre.
No, I love Adrian Beltre.
No, he just said he hates him.
I didn't say I hated him.
That's what I heard.
Shut up and move on.
NBA playoffs. Hey, Max, guess who's in the NBA playoffs?
There's only 2 teams left. dummy.
There's 2
Don't-
teams, by the way.
Don't fuck this up.
He says, so we're going to go ahead and say it for him because it is the Toronto Raptors of Canada
His
and the Golden State
his
Warriors
mouth-
of America.
his earrings got in front of his mouth and he couldn't talk.
So this NBA playoffs has
What up,
basically
Drew?
come down to America versus Canada. So if you love America, And we know everyone does.
And I made the bold statement.
All we have is the Golden State Warriors, which no one likes because they're stupid.
And I made the statement, and I'm still throwing myself out there. I made the statement that Toronto would win game 1. And
they did.
Then the Golden State Warriors would win out. But it has not worked out that way. But I'm still telling you this. Golden State will not fold.
Okay, do you still think, now that Toronto owns a 3-1 series lead, do you still think Golden State / Oakland, San Francisco will still win?
How many teams have come back from a 3-1 deficit?
In the finals?
Yep.
Not many.
Mark it.
I don't know what I just did, but it looked cool.
Looks like we knew we were playing with our new toy. So, yeah.
I don't know. Do you have the answer to that? I don't know.
I believe Golden State will not let this slip their hands.
Really?
Yes.
So you are still calling for a Golden State victory in the finals?
Yes, Mr. Tim.
They are down 3-1.
Mr. Tim.
Going back to Toronto.
Mr. Tim from the Horny Toad, if you have any money left, put it back on the Warriors.
Don't do it.
The Warriors will come back and win. And if they don't, I'll buy you a beer at your own bar.
Is that a thing?
I can buy him a beer at his own bar.
I one time bought the great Danny from the ticket. I bought him a beer in his own bar, and he just shook his head and looked at me. He's like, "You realize I own the bar, right?"
Is the ticket a real station, or is that just something that y'all talk about every once in a while?
This was 2012, so it was a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
And I bought him a beer, and he's like, "You realize I own the bar, right?"
Tolo for life, baby.
Tolo, 105.3 The Fan. So, yes, Toronto will win the series. And I've mentioned all season in numerous episodes. This is episode number 15, I believe. So, you know what? I said there's no interest in the NBA. The NBA is dead. No one cares.
Here's a question I have for you about the NBA before we move on to something else. And it's something that has really got my gall. And I don't want to turn this into.
I feel like you already have.
I probably will, but I'm not. And everybody that knows me knows that I am not a racial man.
Hi, Tammy Chapel.
And I know that every argument.
Are you going racist here?
Hang on, give me a minute. Give me a minute to get my thoughts out.
Racist here.
I know that every argument that ever starts, the man that starts it that says that he is not a racial man, it's going to become a racial argument. But why is there people? Why are there players?
What do you mean, you people?
Absolutely.
Why are there players? There are players in the NBA that are offended that the people that run their organization, that pay their paychecks, they are offended that those men or women, whoever the hell they are called owners. They're offended by that. And I don't understand, because I guarantee you, if I had a couple of $1 billion, if I was Mark Cuban and I had the Dallas Mavericks, I'm the owner. I may be your buddy, but you know what? I own your contract. I pay your paycheck. I make sure that your family gets paid. Doesn't mean that I own you. I own your ability for the time that I have signed you to. It is not a racial thing at all. I don't understand, and the more I talk, the more I'm getting mad, and I'm sorry, but it is not a racial. It's not, dude, not everything in the world has to turn racial. Why can't people just own up and be a fucking man and do what you do? Just do shit. I'm sorry.
So here's the answer to that question, Lance.
And my wife is standing here, and she just said she owns me, and she does. I mean, I got the ring on the finger, and she does. But you know what? She doesn't own what I do. She doesn't own what I say, but I have to respect her, and I do. And just like the players on the damn team, you know, they have to do what they have to play their game. They have to play basketball. That's all they have to do. They don't have to do anything else. Just play fucking basketball. And
It's a sport.
yes, it's a sport. Just play basketball. Do what you've done since the time you were a kid and be good at it. And the owners will pay you. They're still the owners. They don't own you as a soul. They don't own your soul. They don't own everything about you. They own your ass when you're on the court.
They own your contract.
They own your and that's it. Quit being a fucking pussy about it and get gone. Sorry.
Hey, I do not disagree with anything. For one time, I don't disagree with anything you just said. Here's the problem. Here's why it is what it is. You have, as the NBA, NFL, NHL, NFL players will tell you, you have a bunch of rich white guys that own the teams.
Dude, not
some
every
of those guys,
not every team in the NHL, the NFL, the NBA, the MLS, not every fucking team is owned by a white man. Don't give me this slave driving bullshit. And I'm sorry.
I agree with you.
If I lose some fucking listeners for this, I'm sorry, but this is the way I feel. Get over it. Slavery is done. It's gone. It's over with. Get over it.
Do you
know
think
what?
this is about slavery?
That's where the whole ownership comes from, shit, man. That's where it all comes from. That's what everybody's feeling. Everybody's getting their fucking feelings hurt because now a black man that plays for a sports team that is owned by a white man, he feels like he's got to call him the owner. Well, you know what? The motherfucker owns the team.
What
He
about the white
owns
players?
The fucking team.
What about the white players?
You know what? They owned by the same motherfucking white
Do the
man.
white players have a problem with this?
Probably not.
I agree.
And I'm sorry, folks. I'm sorry that this has come to this.
Apologize.
No, I'm going to because I don't want to lose any of our listeners.
I'm going to submit this for G-Bag of the Day, by the way.
Fine, submit it. But you know what? Men are men. And you know what? The guy has the ability to own a fucking team. He's going to own the damn team. And you know what? You need to respect him and call him the owner because he has the ability to own the team. If he runs the team like the old Clippers coach that got fucked up and did all that shit, you know what? Piece of shit. Needs to be gone. Needs to be done with. Racist. Needs to be gone. You know what? It's not a part of our shit. But you know what? The rest of them, good human beings. They pay your fucking paycheck. They make sure your kids get fed. They make sure the shit's taken care of. I am not down with the rest of it. Fuck them.
So this is somewhat of a new story to me. Like I've heard the story. I have seen the articles. I have not delved very deep into any of this. So you are telling me that the players in the NFL, the black players in the NFL, are the ones that have an issue with the owners of the team being called owners.
Well, yes.
Because I don't know. I haven't, dude, I did not have time before we came on the air tonight. Because honestly, I was out drinking and I was very drunk. I did not have time to delve very deep into this topic. But I'm aware of the topic. So if what you're telling me is true, and it's the black players in the NBA.
Have I ever lied to you, Timmy?
No, never one time.
Okay. So what I've read and what I've seen and they were talking about it before, not this last game, but the game before. They talked about it with Mr. Adam Silver.
Yep.
The commissioner.
Yep.
It was what's his name from ESPN that I don't like.
Nobody cares about ESPN.
Well,
Adam Schefter?
No,
Oh,
it
he's
wasn't
the NFL guy.
Schefter.
Stephen A. Smith.
Stephen A. Smith.
Screaming A. Smith.
Screaming A. Smith was
Well,
talking
leave it to
to
him
Adam
to
Silver,
cause shit.
and they were talking to Mr. Silver, and Mr. Silver decided that at that point that the owners need not be called by owners, but governors. And
why?
Dude, I stood up from my chair in the living room and wanted to throw something, but I did not have another TV to look at if I'd have broke it.
Why is this even a subject? Why is this even happening?
Because people make it an issue.
The pussification of America.
Pussification of America continues.
Jesus Christ.
Come back next week for the next episode because I'll bring it to you.
Because now players, and again,
I'm sorry
I'm
for every
not
listener
full-blown
that I lose.
involved in this topic, but there are NBA players out there who do not like the term owners when referred to the people who actually own the NBA team that they play / work for.
Precisely.
Is that really a thing?
Yes. Look it up. Google that shit, Max. Pull it up.
I hate America.
No, I don't understand, man. Why can't we just be? Why can't men just be men and love people? I mean, when we're in foxholes and digging for our lives and dodging bullets together, we're all family. And now all of a sudden, a motherfucker doesn't want to play basketball for somebody that wants to call himself an owner. I own the fucking team.
How did that start? I
own the team. I'm the owner.
How did that start?
I don't
Somebody
know.
tell me.
I wish I
Hey,
knew.
Somebody tell me on Twitter.
Somebody-
At IndyCarTim. Email me at IndyCarTim@gmail.com.
And if I'm
I want to
wrong-
know how this started.
If
That is
I'm wrong,
ridiculous.
I will make a full 20-minute public apology and apologize to everybody whose feelings I hurt, because those of you whose feelings I hurt probably need a participation ribbon and something. So I will give that to you. Otherwise, shut up, move on, let's go.
I'm kind of sad right now. I mean, that all makes me very sad. So
You're sad, I'm angry.
yes, Lance is very angry, and Max is going to show Lance an article right now. So NBA playoffs.
You
Golden
shouldn't
State.
say owner. Wait, who is this? Draymond Green. Several high-ranking sources from multiple teams tell us people have been talking about the issue for a while, and it gained some steam in late 2018 when Draymond Green appeared on the LeBron James show, The Shop,
Fuck LeBron James.
and argued against teams using the term. You shouldn't say owner, Green said, noting the title should be changed to either CEO, chairman, or something like majority shareholder. Fuck you, I own the goddamn team. I'm the fucking owner. Kiss off. If you don't want to be on my team, play somewhere else.
Draymond Green, as we already knew, is a jackass. LeBron James, as we already knew,
And I will have to have
Is a
so many
jackass.
apologies next week
Nope.
for the language that I've used.
there will be zero apologies for this shit, because that is all garbage. You know what, our listeners?
What happened to men
No,
being
that's
men,
garbage.
making a living for their family, doing what they're supposed to do, shutting the fuck up and doing their job?
What happened to people with a lot of money owning a business?
Draymond Green makes umpteen $1 million a fucking year. Shut your fucking pie hole and do your goddamn job. Rebound, drive the ball down, dish it off, and when you get the move, just throw it to the fucking hoop. Shut up.
Right? Draymond Green has a job.
And Draymond, if you don't like it, bring it. I'm sitting here at Casa Not So Grande. I'm right here every Sunday. I'll be here every Sunday.
Well, every day, actually.
Yeah,
you-
I live
you
here.
live here.
So, yeah, knock on my door. I'll answer.
So there it is. We will present that for all of media to take off and do what they want. And I agree. Hey, you know what? Draymond Green, stop being a pussy. Do your job. Rebound. Make goals. Stop being a pussy. And just
He doesn't make goals.
Cash your checks.
He makes buckets. Goals are like for soccer.
It's a goal.
I get you.
I hate Draymond Green. I already hated Draymond Green anyway. So, yes, NBA playoffs, by the way. Speaking of Draymond Green.
I need a breath.
Canada is going to win the NBA playoffs. So if you guys are all worried about America versus Canada, because there are some that I saw on Facebook, they're like, oh, well, the NBA is no longer an American sport. Well, you know what? It never fucking was. James Naismith, who invented basketball, is from Canada. So fuck you.
The whole peach basket.
You know what? Canada can have the NBA. I don't give a fuck because it's a stupid, dumbass, stupid sport that nobody cares about. You know what? The NBA is unwatchable. I haven't watched the NBA
Max
for 5 years.
You got a question?
You know why?
No.
Because the
Disagree.
NBA doesn't even care about the NBA.
No, apparently not.
The NBA, all they do
They can't even
is
fix
cater
their
to
own
the
finals.
stars. The stars. Fucking LeBron. And then they have a playoffs this year that doesn't involve LeBron. Oh my God, what are we going to do? There's no LeBron in the fucking playoffs. What are we going to do? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to fix the playoffs so that Golden State is in it once again. And then whatever East Coast fucking team is in it, nobody cares about. Because Golden State surely will win the fucking playoffs again.
But at the same
because they're
time,
a fucking dynasty.
But at the
you
same
know
time,
what? But you know what? Toronto's beating Golden State.
But at the same time,
So fuck you, NBA.
at the same time, Mr. LeBron gets his piece in. He has his show. He gets his piece in, and gets Draymond on, and gets everybody's gander in an ire, and we got to live with that.
You know what I'm
So,
never doing again?
Another topic
Another
on.
fucking NBA segment because it's fucking ridiculous.
Thank you.
Fucking hate the NBA. You know what? I hope
Next.
Toronto wins. I hope Toronto wins. We never have to fucking talk about Stephanie Curry again.
And we're still in short shots for
Stephanie
the
Curry.
NHL playoffs. How about
You
the
know what?
St. Louis Blues?
Who needs a hug?
I may need one now. We need
fucking hugs.
we need to hug out. Let's hug it out.
Yeah, but you're really far away. I don't feel like going over there.
It's good. It's a good hug.
Jesus Christ. I hate
Ask-
the fucking
ask
NBA.
my-
I hate the NBA. and
Ask
this
my
is
daughter.
why.
It's a good hug.
Caitlin,
Come
hug your father.
I'm a body hugger. I get.
Hug my wife. Don't hug me.
Okay. Well, no.
So yeah, whatever. NBA, NHL. We got fucking Boston and St. Louis. St. Louis is going to win. They're the underdogs. I said Boston would win. Fuck me. Who cares? Nobody cares about fucking NHL except for me.
No, I do. Because I really.
This is a rematch of the 1970 NHL Stanley Cup playoffs.
Do we really want St. Louis to win?
No,
an
nobody
NHL
wants
title?
St. Louis to win unless you live in St. Louis or East St. Louis in the ghetto.
I have St. Louis family now because I've married into.
I'm
this
gonna
shit.
vomit. I'm about to vomit.
But don't
Just
vomit.
talking about
Don't-
fucking the St. Louis Blues.
Don't vomit on our new
Jesus
tablecloth.
Christ.
Wow, this has been
So
this has
fuck the
been
NHL.
volatile.
Fuck St. Louis. Boston, I hate you, but please don't let St. Louis win. For the love of all that is fucking holy, Boston, do not let fucking St. Louis raise a cup because they fucking suck.
Yes, you go.
Please.
Good.
Don't let that
No
happen.
one expected this.
No, nobody expected St. Louis to even. Well, I didn't. The Hockey Hawk didn't.
No, he did not. I mean, they
Expect
were
St. Louis to hang.
dead ass last forever.
Fucking St. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay, let's go.
What's next?
Take a deep breath.
But next topic. Hey, you guys
Worst
want to know?
quarterback traits ever.
Oh, yeah, that's on my phone. So everyone might have seen this infographic that's been floating around Facebook.
Where's my snuff?
I don't know where your stuff is.
Oh, here it is. Got it.
Everyone has seen this infographic that's been floating around Instagram. It's been floating around Facebook. The worst possible NFL quarterback. And it is funny as hell.
Sweet. We will
So-
post it on our individual pages.
Yep.
Now that we're personalities.
We have personality pages. What the hell's wrong with us? Thanks, Josh, for making us do that, by the way.
Make me feel like a overpriced dick.
So we're going to go over some traits for the worst possible NFL quarterback. All right? And this is... Just take it for what it is. I don't remember where this came from.
It's funny.
I'm not giving credit.
It was. I think it was like
It's funny as hell.
I think it was. I think I originally got it from like the NFL memes.
Oh, okay. On Instagram or
yep,
whatever?
on Facebook.
All
so
right.
I think that's where I originally got it from, and I laughed, and I laughed some more.
Dude, it is funny. So there's a picture of a quarterback getting ready to throw the ball. All in the stands.
Turn around.
All in the stands. Well, they can't see it from here.
No, I don't give a shit if they can see it or not, but they know what you're
So look
looking
it
at.
up. Everybody's seen it.
They know we're not making this shit
We're
up.
not making it up. So
'Cause
they're
we could-
talking
we
about-
could make some,
they're
I
talking
promise
about-
we could make some shit far better up than this.
and I would make fun of every Philadelphia Eagles quarterback since
It would all be
1979.
it would all be Eagles and Redskins shit.
So according to whatever source this was, it's a really funny infographic. The worst possible NFL quarterback has. All right? Here we go.
Yep.
The clutchness of Kirk Cousins.
Give that some
Hello,
some money.
Minnesota. Yeah. Thank you for
Welcome
paying
to the
him
real
so
world,
much money.
you dumbass.
The decision making of Nathan Peterman.
Nathan Peterman.
I disagree with this 1,000%. The arm strength of Eli Manning, who I think has very good arm strength,
He has good arm strength.
has good accuracy.
He just has
He's
no-
won 2 Super Bowls.
He just has no idea where the shit's going.
Why is he on here? He's won 2 fucking Super Bowls.
Well, but I mean, dude, hang on. Maybe it shouldn't be arm strength. Maybe it should be.
But that's what it says.
Again,
I'm about to throw something.
like I said,
I'm
maybe
gonna-
don't throw that. It's got beer in it. Let Max throw one back at you and drink that one. And you can throw
Because
that.
everything else is really funny except for
Yeah, but not Max. Max is not part of this. He would definitely be part of the worst passing quarterback. Yeah,
Do you?
yeah. But Eli, I mean, they should just put his face on there.
Why?
Because he's got the greatest dumb face of history in quarterbacks.
I dispute that.
Who else? Who else has a dumb face?
The dumb face quarterback?
Yes.
I'll tell you who.
Besides Phil Sims.
Tony Romo.
No, fuck off.
That's the biggest dumb face.
Kick rocks. Kick rocks. You can
I
leave.
don't know what that means.
You
Kid
can leave.
Rock.
Next, I didn't say kick. I didn't say Kid Rock. I said Kid Rock. I said kick
That wasn't where you're going.
rocks.
No, I will.
And
I will dispute.
I will do this. I will do this show next weekend on my own.
So, do you think Tony Romo has better arm strength than Eli Manning?
Absolutely.
God Almighty, I hate everybody. So leadership. The worst quarterback that has a trait. Aaron Rodgers.
Because he has no control over
He
the
has
damn
no
locker room.
leadership. He hates everybody he plays with, and he voices that. How about knees? RG3.
There you go. There you go, Max. Good.
Fucker. How about mobility? The worst quarterback in the history of the NFL. Whose mobility would he have?
Gotta be Tom Brady.
Tom Brady, because he sucks. Hey, accuracy. Not Dak. If you say Dak, I will punch you in the throat.
Joe Flacco.
Someone currently in the NFL has worse accuracy. It is not Joe Flacco, although he is on the list for something else.
Who has the worst accuracy?
Lamar Jackson.
Really?
Yep. It's Lamar
I
Jackson's
sent that
accuracy.
to you. And I don't remember that.
How about post-game attire?
Oh, it's got to be fucking Cam Newton.
Mr. Cam Newton of the
Hang on.
Carolina
Wait a minute,
Panthers.
Wait a minute. Hang on. Time out. Wait. I'm gonna give you my post game attire. Hang on.
Oh, here we go. Lance is doing post-game attire. Here we go. Live on the air. Here we go. And this, hey, ladies and gentlemen, live on Facebook, we have Cam Newton live with us right now. Hey, Cam, how do you feel about the game you played today?
Well, if people would have caught... Hang on. Come out.
Cam is having issues with our equipment currently. There he is. Cam,
All right.
how'd you play today?
I played awesome today, and if everybody would have caught the shit that I threw and would have scored all the touchdowns that I handed them the ball to and would have done the shit they needed to do, then would have been fine.
Ladies and gentlemen, the very well-dressed Mr. Cam Newton on the Drunk Sports Podcast today. We would like to thank him and his wardrobe for joining us. Cam, do you have any parting words?
Yeah, everybody needs to get my wardrobe. Thanks.
God, I hate Cam Newton. I hate you, Cam. You're a piece of shit. So the last, and I saved this for last, for the greatest and worst
Did you
quarterback
not see
traits.
the hat throw that went?
Well, I was looking at my phone, so I didn't see it.
It was perfect.
Dude, it landed. I see
Yes.
where it landed. Did you throw that?
Yeah, I flipped it over there.
Damn it.
It was.
We need more cameras. We
Cam
need more
Newton
cameras.
Cam Newton could never do that.
He does not have that
No.
accuracy.
No, not that.
So the funniest part of the quarterback info, what do we call it? Not an infomart, not an infomercial. It is an info thing that we're looking at. Hey, Phillip Rivers has the worst pullout game.
Absolutely,
Absolutely.
My pullout game is
Absolutely.
better than Phillip Rivers.
barely.
Hey, it's better.
It
Yes or no?
Absolutely.
barely.
Yes or no?
It
How
is,
many kids
yes.
does he have? Do we know?
Well, between him and his wife and his kids, I believe they can fill out a full offensive lineup.
Who? Like in the NFL?
Yeah, yeah.
I believe that Phillip Rivers has 9 kids, right?
Not,
9?
What did I just say? What did I just say? Between
9
him
children.
and his wife, I'm sure his wife plays center because where else would he go?
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
And all of his kids are linemen and all that rest of that shit. But yes, there you go.
Dude, that's so in my humble opinion, the greatest quarterback traits, I will run down it right now for you. I'm not even looking at shit. This is me. I want the arm strength of Troy Aikman. I want the accuracy of Joe Montana or Joe Montana. He was pretty good in high school himself. I would like the mobility of Steve Young. I would like the football knowledge of Roger Staubach. And I would like the pure football god luck of Terry Bradshaw. That is my perfect NFL quarterback.
I will not disagree with any of that. Being that I watched them all play in my childhood, and there's a meme out that talks about Joe Montana was in 4 Super Bowls, never lost one.
Nope. 4-0.
Multiple game MVPs, and never had the protection of a Brady or anybody else.
Nope.
His receivers never had that protection, yet he still produced. And he is still not considered one of the greatest to ever play. To me, Joe Montana is one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever play the game. Number 2,
The greatest
Max,
of all time.
Max says he's number 2. Max says he's number 2.
Who's your best?
Not gonna like it.
Who?
Tom Brady.
I hate you.
That's okay.
You are forever.
Max
No.
Tom Brady number one. No, and you know what? That's
No.
the valid argument.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
I will not dispute that.
I was going to ban him from Studio 69, make him hang out in Studio 68, so he owed me one. But no, I do not argue that. Nobody has played longer. Nobody has been better.
Is he like 74?
No, he's not as old.
He's like 70 years old.
He's not as old as
And
you
he's
are.
still playing for the fucking Patriots.
He's not as old as you are.
That pansy organization. He's never done anything.
Pansy?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Fucking New England Patriots. New England fake Patriots. Cheater Patriots. So, hey, Lance, you know what? We skipped over this earlier. I want to bring this. This is going to be the last thing we talk about tonight. We were talking, I think, last week about something, and we talked about Rougned Odor, and you said something about how interesting it was that one of his signing bonuses was horses.
Yep.
You remember talking about that?
Yes.
And I kind of laughed it off. I was like,
Because he wanted to be a Texan.
What are you talking about? You're drunk. I had no idea what you're talking about.
No, that's another probably apology that needs to
We'll
happen.
get to that later.
I'm listening.
So, yes, one of Rougned Odor's, and it's a hard name to say when you're drinking as much as I am, Rougned Odor.
His brother's name Rougned.
He also has a brother named Rougned Odor, which
Yes.
is completely unstable. So what I found was a really cool article about the strangest contract clauses in Major League history. And Rougned Odor's, at the time, 2 horses came up under that list. So he wanted to be a cowboy.
Yep.
Whatever, in Texas. He wanted to be associated with cowboys. He's from Venezuela. So part of his contract when he signed initially with the Texas Rangers was for 2 horses, in addition to his $500,000 signing bonus. He wanted horses. So those horses were initially up here in some property he owned in Arlington. They now reside along with 2 other horses for a total of 4 that he owns down in Venezuela with his family. And I talked about the NFL that I thought it was interesting when Walt Garrison signed with the Cowboys. His contract demand was a horse trailer because Walt's a big. Of course, this was what dude. I don't even know what
rodeo
year.
man.
He's a rodeo.
man.
He still is.
Yes.
Number 35, one of the greatest running backs in Cowboys history. He wanted
God
a
bless you,
horse
Walt Garrison.
trailer, Walt Garrison. Funny as hell. So I found an article that breaks down the strangest clauses in Major League Baseball contract history. And these don't even go back to, like, you think, like in the 20s and whatever. Dude, no, it doesn't even have to go back that far. So number 10 was the Rougned Odor. I would like 2 horses with my contract. That was funny. Number 9 was Adam Dunn's long shot Gold Glove Award incentive. So a lot of players have incentives that come with award clauses. But Adam Dunn had one that said he will receive a $25,000 incentive with the White Sox if you want a Gold Glove. So, you know why that was weird? Because Adam Dunn signed a designated hitter contract with the White Sox. Designated hitters, by the way, Adam Dunn, do not play in the field. They hit. So, you know what, Adam Dunn? You never got that bonus. Number 8 was Troy Glaus. This had more to do with his wife than him. So his wife was a big horse chick. He signed with the D-backs in 2005. His contract included a clause calling for a $250,000 a year bonus for personal business expenses because of his wife's equestrian habit.
No, she liked horses.
She liked horses. Oh, by the way, he never met any of those clauses in 2005. Oh, by the way,
Poor
the
him.
names of those horses, for whatever reason, the article thought it was
Didn't
funny.
get it, and it won't happen.
Yes, my name is Bob. and Rexy Lux.
Yeah, didn't get it, and it
Didn't
won't
get it,
happen.
and it doesn't matter.
Right.
Number 7. We're going back some here now. Mr. Raleigh Fingers. Anybody remember Raleigh Fingers? Max has no clue who Raleigh Fingers is.
Nope, he didn't.
Lance is doing his mustache thing, so yes, Max knows. So Mr. Raleigh Fingers had a contract, and it mentions Clark Gable, who would receive a $300 bonus from the Athletics owner Charlie Finley if he pitched a no-hitter during his time with the A's.
That doesn't sound bad to me.
He didn't do it, and he didn't get the wax.
That's fine.
So at the time, mustache wax, the mustache wax that he was using was $300. That's where that number came from. So, sorry, Raleigh. Didn't work out for you.
I don't need mustache wax.
Nope, I don't either. I don't have a mustache.
Hey,
Do I have facial hair? Did I shave today? I don't remember.
no, you didn't. You needed. You're about a day past due.
Does anybody remember Mr. Hang on.
Uh-oh.
Hang on.
Apologies
Producing
and
on the
corrections.
fly. Producing on the fly. Joe DiMaggio.
Oh.
Anybody heard of Joe DiMaggio?
Yes. Mr. Coffee.
Mr. Joe DiMaggio with the Yankees had a catch-up incentive in his contract.
Like the condiment?
Yes, like the condom.
Oh.
Ent.
Condiment.
So he was seemingly untouchable.
Don't speak bad about him. He's
56 straight games with a hit. He reached in 57 straight games, which matched the Heinz ketchup number 57. Mm-hmm. All right, anybody remember that? Heinz 57? Well, of course, Joe's poor hitting streak ended at 56 games.
dead. Oh.
Still a record, by the way, today. National League, American League, whatever.
Is that the cricket button?
No.
This one is.
My God, that's
No, right
No,
there.
that's not
That
either.
one. That one.
Nope,
Oh.
it's this one.
Oh, that one.
Yeah. Sorry.
Jolton Joe. Jolton Joe did not make
DiMaggio.
57 straight games.
I only hit it once. How long does that
So
switch
if-
play?
Dude, it goes on for a long time. So if Jolton Joe had made 57, Heinz, the company, would have given him $10,000. Which at the time, that was a lot of money. Like right now, that wouldn't pay for our podcast. But at the time, that was a lot of money.
You wouldn't have?
No.
I mean, I just bought burgers. I thought that paid for our
Hey, does
podcast.
anybody remember George Brett?
Yes. The
Kansas
reason
City Royals.
the reason I wore number 5 playing as a
Oh, dude, I love George Brett. By the way, George Brett did a deal for Adrian Beltre for his retirement ceremony for the
kid.
Rangers.
Did he screw that up like the mayor did?
No, George Brett pulled it off flawlessly, and I know what you're
course he
talking
did.
about. That was ridiculous.
No. Well. Not everybody can be as
So,
good as
of
George
course,
Brett.
George Brett played for the Kansas City Royals, small market team. So, what do you think the Kansas City Royals did as a small market team? They want to keep George Brett as the face of the franchise. They want to keep him in the area, and they want to keep him at the forefront of their team. Face of the team, face of the franchise.
Should be. He should be.
So at the time, this was 1987. So it's near the end of George Brett's poor career. Terrible player. Hated him.
Poor career.
Yeah. Don't know why he's in the Hall of Fame.
Watch
Piece of
your
shit.
mouth.
I'm just
sir.
kidding. Love you, George. He was badass. George Brett was a pretty badass third baseman. So at the time, the owner, Dan Quisenberry, got lifetime deals.
Dan Quisenberry,
for-
also a pitcher
Hey,
for
yes,
the Royals.
yes, he was. Dan Quisenberry was.
Yes,
Man, good call. Wasn't bringing that up because that's going way back. They got George Brett and they got the Royals lifetime deals to invest in some apartment complexes at the time. So when George
Are they
Brett
Section 8 now?
was, dude, all of St. Louis is Section 8. Kansas City's not much better, by the way. It's terrible. Max says he lived there and it's terrible.
Shut up, Max.
So the team in 1987 came up with a solution. They wanted to give him a salary from an apartment complex that was being built. Not sure even if it would ever be completed. But they were going to give him a $200,000 bonus as a spokesman for the apartment complex that never happened, by the way.
What were they going to call it? Like the Brett Buttes or something?
Dan Quisenberry, Brett George?
Brett George?
George Brett Apartments on East St. Louis,
Next.
Kansas City Street.
Yeah.
I don't know. Does anybody remember Roy Oswalt?
Yes.
Max is like, no. Okay.
There's a small nod there.
Roy Oswalt was a great Astros player. Disastros. So a lot of
They paid a
baseball
lot of
players,
money for that pitcher.
a lot of professional athletes have souped-up cars. Does anybody remember the old Batmobile?
Yes.
So former Astros pitcher Roy Oswalt was interested in the Batmobile. So one time he was signing a contract extension with the Houston Astros. Before he would sign the extension was right before a Cardinals game. The 05 NLCS. Drayton McClain, the stupidest Astros owner of all time. I hate him. So he said, hey,
He's an owner.
Roy.
Do you think any of those guys had a problem with them calling him an owner?
An owner? No, I would say they did not.
Probably not.
Drayton
My
McClain
bad.
told Roy Oswalt before
Sorry,
that
Stud
Game
Pod.
6 of the World Series, by the way, which he lost. If you win this game, I will buy and give you the Batmobile. The original Batmobile. Long story short, he lost the game and it's a moot point.
Does Russ Martin own the Batmobile?
Russ Martin owns a version of the Batmobile.
My bad.
And by the way, Russ Martin
Sorry.
is an idiot. Right? We all agree that.
We're not going there.
No?
No.
We don't agree that Russ Martin's an idiot?
We're not going there.
Oh, we have to talk about that off the air then.
Yeah, it's above our pay grade.
No, it's not.
No, yeah.
No, he's an idiot regardless of whatever pay grade you're on. But yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Okay, yeah, we will.
Michael Jordan's multi-million-dollar minor league deal. So everybody remembers Michael Jordan?
Maybe.
So was he a basketball player or a baseball player? I don't really remember.
Probably
Does
the
anybody remember?
single greatest basketball player to ever live.
Was he?
Prove me wrong.
Did you say worst?
Dude, you can excuse yourself from Studio 69 at any
If
moment
you
now.
think LeBron James was better than Michael Jordan,
You think LeBron
I can
James,
no longer have you in
think
my life.
LeBron James could guard Michael Jordan?
not
You
even.
think-
What?
Really? Really?
Dude, he wasn't born when Michael Jordan played.
In a game of one-on-one in their prime, do you think LeBron James could beat the great Michael Jordan? Give up every damn Nike piece of shit you've got on right now and lay it down because
Dude.
that man made. Yeah, exactly. You got Air Jordans on. Take those off. Leave them in our garage. You are not worthy to wear those. What the hell is that going on?
I thought that was you.
Yo, shit, that ain't me. I ain't touching anything.
Ain't me either. So,
Holy hell.
oh, it's right here.
What is this?
St. Louis, Jake DeBrusk makes this play back on side. Krejci, right circle, Coleman.
You need to stop that. We are not an
So-
ESPN affiliate.
Nope, not even close.
Can you?
I just did.
No, you're not. You.
There.
Okay.
My bad. Apologies and corrections for next week. So,
Technology wins again.
no, it doesn't. We won. Michael Jordan's multi-million-dollar minor league deal. Michael Jordan left basketball in the 94 season.
Yep.
So a lot of people say it was because of gambling issues and that David Stern made him leave basketball.
No,
But that's an argument for another day.
That I would totally disagree with
His
that.
dad was just killed. murdered. A lot of people say over gambling debts.
Over gambling debts.
But whatever the reason, it was huge news. He left, and he said he wanted to go play minor league baseball. So he left the NBA and the greatest franchise at the time in NBA history to go ride around on buses to play baseball. That's a bunch of bullshit, but that's what everyone sold us on. So, as it turned out, though, he was not just leaving a bunch of money on the table like everybody thought. Oh, you're leaving the NBA and you're going to make nothing playing in the minor leagues. Nope. So, while Michael Jordan was playing baseball, he still pulled in $4 million thanks to Jerry Reinsdorf, who owned the Bulls.
Yeah, and
the White Sox.
The White Sox.
Michael Jordan was the most marketable person in the minor leagues at the time, of
the most
course.
marketable person in
ever.
the world.
So the multi-million-dollar contract that Michael Jordan signed with what the time everybody thought was the Birmingham. He played for Birmingham, which was the affiliate of the White Sox.
Yep.
Nope.
The Bulls.
It was still a contract with the Bulls.
Is it not funny that he left the Bulls to play for the Bulls?
He left the Bulls to play for the Bulls.
The Bulls.
He made $4 million just for making the roster with the Birmingham Bulls. So that is the number 2 strangest and most
Would you please give me the number 1?
All right, you ready for number 1?
Yeah,
You're
I'm
not,
ready.
dude. You don't want to know.
But then we'll save it for next week.
So, this is a Texas Ranger.
Oh.
This is why I bring this up.
Not Rugnet Odor, though.
No. Think about Texas Ranger 2001. Who may have just been signed from the Seattle Mariners.
Oh. A-Fraud.
A-Fraud signed a
$25 million
$252 million contract in 01, at the time the biggest ever.
Mm-hmm.
It raised eyebrows, but there was a clause in that contract.
So did you raise this eyebrow?
It raised 0 eyebrows because no one knew about it. That year,
Asshole.
he was due to earn $150,000 additional dollars if he won the Division Series MVP award in 01. The Rangers did not make the playoffs in his initial year. Here's the catch. Here's the catch.
There's always a catch.
And here's what's funny.
Probably has something to do with an owner or something.
Nope. In 2001, there was no MVP award given during the divisional series. That did not exist in Major League Baseball.
Way to go, dummy.
So he had a clause to make money to win an award that didn't exist. Hey, A-Fraud, how'd that work out for you?
He got J-Lo.
Is that a win? I wouldn't call that a win.
I would call that a win.
Really?
Yeah, fuck yes.
Ew, gross. I'm about to vomit right now.
Shut
because
up.
of J-Lo? You think she's hot?
I think she's better than not hot.
Oh, I would even disagree with that. Nope.
I've had better.
I've had worse.
I've had worse.
Nope. J-Lo? Nope. I'm out. Dude, she's disgusting.
Dude,
really?
I'm living with better, but I mean, really?
Jennifer Lopez? You think she's hot?
Come on, Tim.
Nope.
Hey.
I would rather
dude,
have sex with a donut.
Let me tell you, right?
And I just very well might.
Let me tell you something that a very close personal friend of mine, who was a
Did he have sex with J-Lo?
drill instructor that I had in the military, right hand, left ear, left hand, right ear, and pull until you hear a pop.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew.
Pull your head out of your ass, son.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, you dumb.
No, she's disgusting. Everything she does is disgusting. You know what? Hey, A-Fraud, have fun in the MLB network because you suck.
I think he's a good
stealing money.
I think he's a good
whatever.
He's a good analyst.
He's a good analyst.
Well,
he probably takes it up the butt really well from his gay boyfriends. Fucker, I hate A-Rod. Okay. All right. You know what? We have another segment. We don't have time.
We're not going to get to it.
Nope, still not going to get to it.
Still not.
Still not going to get to the segment that never will be.
We're going to push off my segment now. This is mine that's getting pushed off.
No, that was mine.
No.
What was yours? I thought we talked about yours.
The Bat Bomb.
Oh, yeah, we don't have time for that either.
That's a great story.
Dude, we are an hour 35 into the broadcast.
I know we are. And that's fine.
You want to do it?
No, we're not going to do it. We're not going to do it.
We'll start it next week.
We will give a tease. We'll give a tease. The Bat Bomb. Hey, and no, Tim, idiot, it's not from the Batman. It's a weapon that was devised in World War II.
What?
Yes.
That's impossible.
No, it's
Nothing
not
was
impossible.
devised.
It was great.
Technology will
the
win
only
again.
thing that ran it out was the A-bomb.
Walmart.
No.
Oh, they're going to say Walmart.
No. Idiot.
All right. Hey, this is the Drunk Sports Podcast. I'm IndyCar Tim. He is Big Red Lance Dorsett. We appreciate you tuning in. You can reach us on Twitter. I am at IndyCar Tim. He has at Drunk Big Red. We also have a show Twitter at Drunk Sports DFW. And we now have like a whole bunch of stuff on Facebook. Look up the show. Look up our personality pages.
We have so much shit going on. We need to call Josh to remind us.
Yeah, because I don't even know what we have. Josh is like, hey,
please
start this, do this.
Chime in and let these folks know what the hell we're doing because we don't even know.
No, but we love our listeners. We love our viewers. And we will be back on the 15th on Saturday at the Highlands Performance Golf Center for their demo days in Carrollton, Texas. You guys can come out. We hope you hang out with us. Come have a few shots, have a few drinks with us, swing some clubs, play some balls, and just say hello. Hey, man, it's going to be a good deal.
You know what? Come out and give me a bet on a mini golf game because I'll be there.
God, here we go.
Come on. I'm there. I am there.
All right.
I may have a little extra beer to bet you on, and we can do a beer hole. We can do a 12-pack of side. I don't give a
Here we
shit.
go.
Let's go.
So we will be at the Highlands Performance Golf Center on the 15th. They are at 2538 Golden Bear Drive, Carrollton, Texas, 75006. You can reach them at 972-733-4111. You can all reach them on the Webster at golfcenteratthehighlands.com on the interwebs. We hope you come out to see us. We've had a good show. We love you guys. Man, this was a lot of fun. Thanks to Max for coming and hanging out.
Johnny, I'm going to need a putting lesson before I
Lance needs way more than a putting lesson.
Shut up, Tim.
I played golf with you. Lance, take us out of here, brother.
Once again, folks, we hope that y'all find happiness as we have. And I want to bring one more thing up that I don't normally bring up, and I'm going to make it a regular part. Brothers and sisters, look at me. If the demons come knocking, we're here. And I will listen. Find me. We'll talk. If the demons come knocking, we'll fight them together. I love y'all. I love everybody. And I know that I made a lot of people mad tonight, but I feel the way I feel. We love y'all. Thank you so much for listening. Good night.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the Drunk Sports Podcast. Join us next time for more Drunk Sports Talk with Lance and Tim. Until next time, here's to ya.
This is the funnest night ever.
Absolutely.
We're all drunk.
My God, that's impressive.
Yeah, we.
Big Red.